And it's time to talk real estate with our real estate expert, Ozzie Jurock. As always, good afternoon, Ozzie.
Good afternoon to you, Sophie.
We're looking at the Sunshine Coast today and some huge price reductions there.
Well, the thing is that, it's always somebody's owl is somebody else's nightingale, and there's a lot of buyers singing like nightingales. If you always wanted to own a waterfront property, you can really, for the price of a Coal Harbor condo, or actually less than a Coal Harbor condo, you can actually get an acre on the water with a cabin or a very nice large home. In fact, I've walked a lot of homes with a seasoned realtor on the Sunshine Coast, Patrick Hobbs, and he showed me some homes, about 20 of them on the waterfront. And if you go on MLS.ca, you find 67 homes under $1 million on the waterfront, a lot of them with docks and all that wonderful stuff. So
how big are these price reductions looking? I know that, we're looking at in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, it depends. I mean, I saw one in Roberts Creek, which is sort of the quintessential wonderful area, and that house was reduced from $1.3 million to $990,000. That's a substantial reduction. But Patrick also pointed out to me there's a lot of people last year really were asking too much. It wasn't really a realistic price. But if you just take a look, I mean, we have homes for $659,000. You can buy a beautiful cabin on 3/4 of an acre with a 136-foot waterfront and a dock. $747,000 buys you a 2,200 square foot home with a 40-foot dock. I mean, those docks are really valuable. In Half Moon Bay on Red Roofs Road, there's a 1-year-old rancher for $769,000 on 1.3 acres. And then the only other one I picked was a 3,700 square foot home with almost 100 feet of waterfront for $830,000. So there's a lot of two-bedroom condos in Vancouver that you can buy for and have to pay more than $830,000 for.
We think of certain areas as maybe not feeling the impact of this downturn quite as much, but even in the most desirable areas, you're seeing this happen along the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, and it's normal that we always overreact. I think we went too high on the Sunshine Coast or in many areas, and now we're just seeing a period of readjustment. So if you're a buyer, it certainly is a good time to look, maybe even throughout the winter. There's always a seller that says, okay, maybe I only paid $200,000 for it, and maybe instead of $1.1 million, I can take $900,000.
Could it drop even further, Ozzie?
I wouldn't be surprised. We have a tendency to overshoot on the upside and overshoot on the downside. I firmly believe that we live in the world's most unreported inflation, and that all the money we're creating out of thin air in the world right now in the United States and everywhere else that competes with the money you and I earn will have the effect to drive hard assets higher, say 5 or 7 years from now. But in the meantime, we're going to go through a valley.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, Ozzie.
Thanks for having me.
If you'd like more information, here's how you can get hold of Ozzie. His website, Jurock.com. You can email him or give him a call at the number on your screen.